Ingeteam Power Technology. Power Grid Automation. Tutorials. Topic: Goose Publication. In this video, we will learn how to configure the publication of gooses of an IED with the Energy Factory Suite tool. For that, we will first open the POC Factory application, where we will select the IED whose goose publication will be configured. Once the loading of the IED is finished in the application, we will establish an FTP connection to the device to later send the modifications done to the CID. To configure the publication of goose by an IED, we will need to click on the IEC61850 server tag in the POC Factory application. In this example, 2 customized datasets have already been included in the IED. By clicking on the goose button, a new window will pop up where all the parameters will be configured. The new button with a white cross over a green circle will let us start configuring a goose publication. First, we will assign a name to the publication. Then, we can select the data set for the goose. After that, in the Access Point tab, the goose needs to be enabled for one of the access points in the IED, which can be configured in the IED Properties window. Once the AP is enabled, a subnetwork and one of the many access points, if configured, needs to be selected. Additionally, on the bottom side of the window, many parameters more, such as the VLAN priority and VLAN tag ID, shall be configured. The last tab, Client IED List, contains a list of all the IEDs subscribed to this goose publication. Since this publication has just been created, there are no IEDs listed as subscribers. By clicking on the Accept button, the changes will be saved in the IED configuration files. Prior to sending the CID to the IED, some further configurations need to be considered. In this case, the IPRV node. On the second tab of the IPRV node configuration window, Goose's configuration. The goose emitting and receiving network interfaces can be chosen, along with the VLAN tag activation parameter. The first parameter, the goose emitting and receiving interfaces, lets the user choose between the following 4 options. Only ETH1 enable for both. Only ETH2 enable for both. Reception on both. Publication on ETH1 as default. Reception on both. Publication on ETH2 as default. In this case, Goose subscription will be enabled for both network interfaces, but publication will be set from ETH1 as a default. Additionally, the VLAN tag will be disabled. With all the configurations done, the CID can be sent to the IED. Now, let's check how the IED is publishing the newly customized goose. For that, we will use a network traffic sniffing tool, Wireshark. We will select the network interface connected to the LAN of the IED. If we filter the traffic by Goose protocol, the periodical Goose publications made by our IED can be monitored. The configured Goose, GS_Goose, is being published by our IED, the PTC. The signals gathered in the DS_for_Goose dataset are being sent through the network. Finally, we now know how to configure the publication of gooses of an IED with the Energy Factory Suite tool.
Ingeteam, electrifying a sustainable future.